Round 4 of this arcade tournament. Let me have a look. What is this map called? Because it's been newly downloaded.
It's Veil of the Stars, v.3.
I thought you said Fail of the Stars there, which would have been more interesting for this map, because this will probably be a big bunch of epic fails by either Mr. Smith or LetmeCangels.
It's actually Let Me See Angels.
Is that what it's actually meant to be seen at?
It makes sense, doesn't it, since he has it as a capital in between.
Yeah, it still doesn't make any sense. That's why it says, yeah, but if that was the case, you wouldn't have a capital L or a capital M either.
Yeah, well, look, if he had... Well, yeah, but I'm gonna just call it Let Me See Angels.
You can call
Makes
him
more
that. I'm
sense
gonna
in my
say let me
opinion.
candles because that's what it looks like, and that's how he's fucking wrote it.
I'm gonna tell him to rename after this match.
Yeah, please do, because if he wins, it's gonna be let me see candles all again. Well, so have you ever played on this map at all? Because it looks quite interesting with a lot of reclaim everywhere you go.
No, I actually have never played this map. It was suggested by Gordon to replace a shitty one. We had Blasted Rock in the list initially, and Gordon said, fuck that, put this one in instead, because it's an epic map. And I took a look at it and thought, hell yeah, let's do that.
I like Blasted Rock. Gordon, you're a fucking TD noob ass cake face. Blasted Rock is small, but it brings out the best in players, I find. One little slip up, you can't get back from it, so it's pretty much you've got to play on Blasted Rock as you. Well, it's pretty much you slip up, you die. That's what I like about Blasted Rock on this map. If you slip up in one area, you can just easily recover, that's a problem. It doesn't really bring the best out in FA, this map, but
Yeah,
Blasted
but
Rock
there's...
does.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was finished there, by the way.
Oh, I think this map has some more leeway for interesting strategies because there's so many different approaches. It looks like a bit of a choke point map, but it's actually very open from what I look at it, and there's every bit of terrain matters as well because there's so much reclaim around. Although to comment on the game itself, it seems there's some few interesting things going on, with Smith definitely wanting to build factories around the hydro, while Angels is just deciding to spam out a line of factories instead.
Yeah, yeah. The two different strategies. However, the air is being built by Let Me Candles a lot faster than what Mr. Smith has done. So this is it's two majorly different strategies got it place here already.
Yeah, I think he's a bit late on actually building stuff from the air factory though, because it only just now started a bomber. And I think Smith might actually have an inti up in time to counter it. One thing that I would have really liked to see here is them trying to maneuver land scouts into each other's bases just to see what the other is doing, since there's so many entrances, but apparently no one went for it.
Yep, Smith has got directly written on from what you've just said. Smith has got a scout and he's going into sector.
Yeah, that was kind of expected. It's definitely what I do on this map as well. Why bother with throwing out the bomber first when you're almost guaranteed to face one anyway, so you might as well take it down and then try to get a bomb or two in by yourself. If you're a bit lucky, you can get some vet on the interceptor as well by killing the scout accompanying the bomber.
Yep, and there you go. The interceptor is out and the bomber just behind it. Well, yeah, there's a nice little if you were watching this live cast, you might want to get on the Twitch chat just to give Gordon a little peace of mind because he's still saying that Blasted Rock is shit and is a retarded map. It's a base giving map and a BO map. What the fuck's a BO?
It's a map that's usually heavily decided by build orders. Data is a good example of this. Niflheim final, where you can just get a huge advantage by having a really good build order.
And there goes the bomber of LetmeCangels. Well, what do you expect? It's a forgiving map. It's an unforgiving map. You make a mistake, you're gonna get fucked for it. That's what. To be fair, that's what brings out the best in Soupcom. You cannot make mistakes.
Partially yes, partially no, I think.
Well, if you're gonna make a mistake, right, you deserve to be punished for it. Even if it's.
I also think there should be a chance to recover from every mistake if you play well. And on some maps, this is just a lot harder than on others.
Yeah, that can be partially true. Blasted Rock is quite an unforgiving map, but I think it's the best one where you learn from your mistakes because.
Oh, definitely. You make one, you're dead. That's how it goes. So you definitely learn to not make any mistakes very quickly.
So yeah, it's the best. I honestly believe that. Gordon, by throwing out the Blasted Rock at this stage, you're just a fucking retard. To be fair, it would have been the.
I kind of agree with the choice. I kind of agree with it.
Oh well, I'm just putting out there saying I disagree with it because at this stage, the best of the best are playing now. The next map, I believe. What is the next map? The next map is Open Palms.
Yep.
So Blasted Rock, then Open Palms, would be absolutely bloody perfect. Because it would have continued original Serious Major, original Blasted Rock, original Open Palms to decide who goes to the final. Just would have been absolutely classic tournament.
Well, looks like the ACUs are meeting up in the middle a bit. The one is reinforced though, and the other isn't. It seems like Smith is definitely profiting from his well-known proness to get some early dominance going.
Yes, Smith has got more power and plus 10 a second mass.
Yep, I can't actually see the ecos without changing to army focus, and I'm too lazy to fix that each time.
Yeah, well, I've got a nice special mod that kind of makes my UI fucked. That's why I cannot see the map. And some of you might have noticed it, that I can actually see the eco, but I can't see the map they're on. That's one of the problems, which hopefully needs to get fixed. I might give it to RK. Is he still around, or is he just being lazy bastard again as normal?
I think he's around. He should be.
I'm around still, yes.
Oh, he's around. RK, you know my UI mods?
Yes.
Could you modify it to the new FAF stuff?
Yes.
Why are you saying yes?
Because I can do it.
I thought you might have just put a little bit of hesitance and said no.
Nah.
Fair enough.
Easy.
Well,
No, AK loves to fix stuff. That's why his mod is so good.
well, I wouldn't say it's that good. It's just in my eyes, it is quite nice. Apart from some of the unit destructions, are just completely fucking up out, just retarded. To be fair, but then again, that's my view. Just been going round quite a bit, so hey ho.
No, I think the far majority of them is really good and appropriate for their scale. If you look at the middle, you can see none of the T1 explosions are like exorbitantly big or anything. It's some of the experimentals are actually bug and they have like lightning lingering around for way too long, or some effects being accidentally way too big. So I think that's like the most noticeable over the top stuff, but it's mostly bugged.
Yeah.
Some of those are bugged, so it's not that big of an issue. It'll be fixed in the next version of the patch anyway, along with the feedback as well. So.
Well, there is the Land Factory ones. When I was watching the what was the game on the Theatre Passage, or the 2v2 version of Theatre Passage. The Air Factory just went in a big massive ball of fluff, spread out everywhere. I was thinking, what the fuck's that for? It doesn't do anything. It should just collapse, to be fair. But hey ho, I am liking the explosion that are coming going on the Mantises. And you guys watching the cast, you've got it in high definition. Well, you haven't, but I have. Just to put a little bit of oomph out there.
Yep, and Angels seems to be calling it. We didn't actually commentate much on this match, but yeah, it was...
No, nothing really happened. That's the problem.
I think a lot happened, but it was a lot of little things that went on, bits of everywhere at once.
Yeah, that's
And
why.
now-
That's why Blasted Rock would have been perfect. 'Cause it's a small map. Little things are such big, but this is just huge map. And there you go. Mr. Smith has literally just put LetmeCangels on fire within less than 9 minutes. So good game, and
that
you'll
was,
see. And you'll see round 5 very shortly. So, do you want to review this game since we didn't actually talk on it very much?
Well, I don't know what's there to say. It kind of came down to heavy land spam. There was some fighting for the outsides in the beginning, and those areas stayed kind of neutral with both players losing ground. While Angels did get some units in, he didn't actually build much over there, so I think those northern fights were just wastes of units. And I think he was pretty unprepared for that big push through mid, not expecting it since the sides were going so well.
Right, so we'll have the next, which is round 5, which will decide the winner of the winners bracket, and then we'll also do the winner of the loser bracket if Gordon hasn't already set that off. And then we'll do the overall tournament champion. So 3 more casts to be done. But I will be looking to cast them all later as well, if they all upload the games on the forum, which they better. Otherwise, they're just going to have me to answer to.
Everyone who forgets to upload their game to the forum is getting a brick through their window, just so they know.
I wouldn't say a brick, more like a big, massive shotgun.
That works too. We could make a shotgun that shoots bricks.
Yeah, that would be a brick rocket.
The brick launcher. I
Yeah.
love that idea.
So there you go. The warning has been put out there, so you better listen to it because it will happen. Right, so stay tuned. We'll have the next map. We'll have the next cast coming very shortly.